Hi guys, welcome to Marnie's TV Zealots. My name is Denise and my partner in crime is Mary. Mary, say hi.
Hi, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. We are a couple of episodes away from the end of Inhumans. I missed it this week, but Denise watched it. Denise, what did you think?
I am angry,
Ooh.
but not at the episode as a whole. The episode as a whole, I really liked. I really enjoyed. It was the last, 2 minutes or maybe minute.
Wow. Okay.
I was very, very angry. Okay, so the name of the episode was The Gentleman's Name is Gorgon. It starts off with Lockjaw teleporting the royal family back to Adeline. And so they're about to confront Maximus, and he's kind of running scared. So, but then he wakes up and realizes this has all just been a nightmare.
Wow.
Meanwhile, the other gang, Crystal and the guy friend, I don't know his name. They're talking about Lockjaw and how, he's been tired out from teleporting them around trying to look for her family. And he's like, her friend is like, wait a minute, I just saw you use fire, you control the elements. Can't you just make some type of a spectacle and draw them to you? And she's like, oh my God, that's brilliant.
Oh, I like that.
So, and so she decides she's going to have lightning strike so that she can lure them, Medusa and the rest of the family, to her. Meanwhile, the royal family are right where they were in the jungle with Luis and Black Bolts and the rest. And so they're like, okay, we need to find Crystal. This is priority number 1. But then Luis was like, oh, remember the heat signatures that whenever Lockjaw would transport them, the energy it emitted. It was like, okay, well, when Crystal came to Earth, she had to have one of those heat signatures or whatever you call it as well. Right. So she's like, okay, we need to track it and then we can find her. Meanwhile, they're walking and they're, what you call it, slap bracelet? No, it wasn't slap bracelet. It's like the little talking device. The communicator. So they hear something beeping and Medusa's like, wait a minute. So she snatches it and she's like, oh, this is the communicator. She answers it and it's Orin. What's her name? Is it Orin? Anyway, Orin, the woman who has the healing ability.
Yes.
Okay, she's on the other end and she's like, look, I know you guys have want to see. No, she's like, tell Black Bolt we have his friends, Declan and
Sammy.
Sammy. And so he's like, if he wants to see him alive, you guys need to come here now. And Medusa's like, wait a minute, no. You think we stupid? We just gonna walk into a trap?
Come on now.
And she's like, well, if you don't walk into this here trap, then they're dead or whatever.
Wow.
So Black Bolt is like, okay, fine. What we need to do is you and I need to go look for Crystal. So Louisa, Black Bolt, and Medusa are gonna go look for Crystal, and then Gorgon and Karnak. What's his name? Karnak. Okay, they're gonna go to save Declan and Sammy, and so meanwhile on the moon, but what's his name? Maximus. He's meeting. The council is, you know, meeting in secret behind his back or whatever. But he's assembling a new group to send to help
Oren.
Lord, it's too many names. So he sent a group of soldiers to help Oren take down the royal family. He's like, they cannot come back because, you know, he's, you know, yeah. So he has the teleport the guy that's stuck in the wall, which is really sad. It's like really sad. Anyway, he has them transport all of them to Earth so that they can act as reinforcements for Oren and the gang or whatever. And so that is successful, and they're waiting for well, she thinks everyone is showing up. She doesn't know they split up, which meanwhile Karnak, dang, why I can't get his name right. But anyway, he was like, what, should we really split up? Like, doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, he is the audience right now. Like, I am like, why would you split up? But anyway, so Luis and Black Bolt and Medusa are sitting in the car, and she's like, why do you know, asking them, why do they hide on the moon? And she's like, they're like, well, because of you know, humans and stuff. And so she's like, oh yeah, you know, I understand. So then they see in the distance the lightning, and like she's trying to talk over it, but Medusa's like low key, like, wait a minute, that is weird. And so anyway, they realize that that's Crystal trying to get a signal to them. So meanwhile, Gorgon and Karnak show up to the warehouse or the doctor's office or whatever, you know, where the operating room, whatever it was called. And so okay, so then you know, Gorgon is talking to Karnak, and he's like, oh, I want you to go in or whatever. And he's like, I know you're having trouble, you know, with your powers, but they don't know. So it's like they still expecting you to go full-fledged on them. Yeah. And so he's like, you need to give them what they're expecting. Like, we can't play around with this. And so, I mean, I understand. So then he's like, okay, fine. So he's walking up like he bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love it. He has swag and everything. Like, you wouldn't even believe his girlfriend just left him 10 minutes ago with a bullet hole in her stomach. Anyway, he had his swagger right. He walking in, and Oren spots him first, and she's like, tell Mortis that Karnak is on his way. So Mortis is like, we ain't gotta worry about this. Go ahead, handle him. You know, we ain't gotta worry about it. Meanwhile, he walks up and starts kicking butt and taking names. Like, I'm like, yes. I love when he starts to, you know, and he's taking people down just by like chokeholds and pressure points. Like, it's he got it. So then Mortis is like, oh, I guess I have to handle this. And he, you know, comes over or whatever. And then Karnak starts using reverse psychology on him, like, oh, I remember when you first came out of the
Terraformer.
Yeah. And he's like, I remember you were so afraid and they wanted to put you down. They were afraid of you or whatever. And he's like, no one's gonna lock me up again. Y'all could have did something else. And he's like, no, you don't understand. They wanted to kill you. I fought for you so that they would not put you down. And then meanwhile, he's arguing. He gets to slip on him and he takes him out with a pressure point. He's like, okay, well, we didn't kill him. That's gonna keep him down for a minute, but we need to figure out these other people. So him and Gorgon take out the rest. And so they're about to, they're trying to get everybody out. But then Mortis starts going crazy, like, no, you're not gonna, I'll never be locked up again. I can't do it. So he's about to take his mask off, and he's literally the face of death. So they're like trying to, stop him. Okay. Meanwhile, on Adeline, Maximus, like I told you, they had been sneaking around behind his back, which we kind of found out about in last episode. But his trusted counsel, like the one guy that came to him and was like, oh, they're staging a coup. They're gonna try to overthrow you. And he was like, but we need to, be ready or whatever. And he's thinking he's tricking him, like to kind of like get him on his side, like, you could trust me, I'm giving you this information type of thing. So the boy with who can see the future, he has him touch him or whatever. And so he's like, what did you see? And so he tells him, I see you and the guy talking. And he's like, did I seem angry? Did I seem happy? He was like, happy. He was like, were we laughing? How do you know we were happy? And he's like, no, you only gave me 2 choices and you didn't seem angry. Right. I was like, oh my God, he had me down with that. He's like, oh my God, I was so scared. And I don't know. Anyway, they come in and the guy, the guys of the council or whatever, they have their knives and they about ready to, lead the revolution. Yeah. And Maximus is like, oh, did you not think I was stupid, and slit his friend's throat, or his trusted counsel? He slit his throat and was like, I knew. He's like, y'all think I'm just a human. Like, actually, I missed the part right before that. He was thinking about his training with Gorgon and how Gorgon told him, when you're cornered, like, even though you have all these guards and stuff, you need to be able to learn how to take care of yourself. Yeah. Because if all of us are dead and you're the last one standing, you're the one who have to fight for Adeline. So, wow. Yeah. So I guess that's what he did. Like, he's like, he had his guards to actually, he was the guy was trying to get him to believe that the guards were in on the coup as well, like that the guards was not to be trusted. Like, anyway, he pulled their bluff, like he called them. And so he told all the people to, put their knives down, and they were all like, yes, king. Wow. And so the boy, he's like, did you see him with a knife when you had the vision? And he was like, yeah, he did see him with a knife. And he was like, why did you lie to me? And he was like, I was scared. I didn't know what to do. And so he's basically excuses him this instance, but he's like, never, cross me again. Basically, like, you've been warned. Wow. So then back on Earth in Miami or whatever, they find Crystal. And Hawaii. So what?
They're in Hawaii.
I was like, they somewhere, girl. Ooh. And so I can't. Okay, sorry. Hawaii. They're in Hawaii. And so
okay, I'm done.
I need to edit this part out, but I probably won't because it's just funny. Anywho, they they find Lockjaw and Crystal, so they're like trying to figure out how to get everybody back to go help Gorgon and Karnak. And so the redhead girl, that's the friend of the guy that Crystal has been with, she comes back with the police because she's upset that basically I don't know if she was, I think she was kind of jealous, if you ask me.
I think so.
Because like Crystal wasn't even doing anything. Like, she was traveling with Lockjaw and she was mad at her about using her dog. I think she was more so mad because she wasn't included in them, you know, going where they were going. And then she also wanted to control what she did with Lockjaw. So she was talking about, let me make sure I take a picture so you could be registered with, you know, the government. And the guy was trying to stop her, but that's when she used the fire to like burn up her phone, basically. So she's pissed off about that. She comes back with the police. She's like, it's a magical dog in there, and you know, saying all this crazy stuff. So the police are like, okay, we want to see this magical dog. Let's go in here. But Black Bolt, Medusa, and Crystal already took Lockjaw, you know, back to where the others are. And so Luis is left behind to basically make up a story to cover their trail. And yeah, so when they get back, like I said, I told you Mortis, or what was that his name? Anyway, you're right. Okay, he was going crazy in the room, about to take off his mask and kill everybody. So everybody ran out, and Gorgon grabs him, and then he stumps his foot, and everything falls down on them. And so when they come back, they see Mortis' mask, but not him. And then they pull Gorgon out, and he's dead.
You've got to be kidding me. Denise.
No, it's not a joke. I was pissed. Like, the episode was so good up until that point, and I'm like, really? He took himself out? Like, how did that work?
Why did this do to the black character?
I said, this is Abby all over again. Then I was going off. I was like, he had to sacrifice himself for all of these other characters and blah, blah, blah. I was so mad, but you know, I'm calm now.
Oh, that is so useless. Yep. It's not necessary. Like, they killed off the one girl, Locust, or the other girl. She didn't have to die.
Right? Was she just Native like American, or I can't remember.
Yeah. But again, like, that is a letdown. I hope he recovers, because that is such a letdown.
It really was. It really was. I'm thoroughly disappointed with it. I was hoping Oren would, you know, because they seemed like they kind of had a rapport. Like, even though, you know, they were fighting on opposite sides, I thought maybe she would use her healing ability to heal him. No. In the previews, they like kind of like having a memorial. Or I mean, it wasn't necessary. They was having a memorial, but they was like wrapping his body up, and I'm like, wow. Just why? Okay.
Ooh, that's too bad. Well, we only got 2 more episodes. I think we should ride it out, see what happens. How do you feel about that?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna watch the rest of it. I mean, it's only 2 more, so I'm gonna see. I'm hoping somehow Gorgon is just in a deep sleep or something, and once they go back to Adeline, he'll be healed by the moon or something. Like, I need something magical to happen to save him. Like, he was a wonderful character, and the actor was just great. I don't know. I'm just upset. But we shall see. Guys, let us know how you felt about the episode in the comments below. You know, did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you happy Gorgon dead? Because I'm not. I'm sad about it. Anyway, until next week, thanks for watching and have a great night. Bye.